Hello gentlemen, today I'm going to show you how to play lockdown red zone defense. So this is actually two separate videos that I posted on Twitter, and I'm combining them and posting them on YouTube so you guys can see it. I just want to make sure you guys have access to this defense because it's very good. It's going to help you get more stops down here in the red zone. And just a heads up, part 1 of the video is going to be red zone defense from the 15-yard line, and then part 2 is going to be red zone defense from the 5-yard line. Anyways, just wanted to mention that ahead of time so you guys aren't confused. Now let's get into it. What's up guys, today I'm going to talk about red zone defense, and this can be replicated out of whatever formation you like. I'm going to use 3-4 odd for this video, but if you use penny or whatever, this easily applies to that. So use whatever formation, and we're going to do this from the 15-yard line. Now, if you want me to do like a 5-yard line video, just drop a like, let me know in the comment section that you guys are interested in me doing that. But for this one, what we're going to do is go to our coaching adjustments. So again, I'm in 3-4 odd. I'm going to turn auto flip off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set our flats to the distance it is to the end zone. So we're at the 15-yard line. So we're going to set our flats to 15. Curl flats are going to be on 0 or 5. In this case, I'm going to use 0. And then hooks are also going to go to the end zone. Oh, and just to make something clear, if you're in a different formation like double A gap or penny or whatever, you don't have to turn off auto flip. And then for your curl flats, 0 is going to play more aggressively towards the flats, and then 5 is going to drop back a little bit and maybe play like drags and stuff like that a little bit better. But I like 0 because it takes away the immediate checkdowns as well as, helps on screens and stuff like that. Okay, so my play call is going to be cover 4 quarters. This is just going to give us really good run defense. So if you guys have a cover 4 in whatever formation you're in, I recommend calling that. If you're actually in 3-4 odd, I would recommend flipping this play. So our blitzing linebackers on the left. And then let's go ahead and show you what the setup is. So what we're going to do is pinch our defensive line. That's just going to help against the run. And then we're going to put both of our outside cornerbacks in cloud flats. So double tap Y or triangle, and then X, left stick down. Let's go ahead and move to our safety now. So double tap Y or triangle, select Y, left stick down for hook curl. And then you just repeat that for the other ones. And it's very simple because it's all Y twice and then left stick down for all of them. So you can do it very quickly. And then the last step is going to be shade your coverage up. So wire triangle, right stick up for over the top, then wire triangle, then right stick right for shade outside. So the shade up and shade outside is going to be useful for turning quarter flats into curl flats and just getting our hook curls to play a little bit differently. But all you're going to do is use the middle of the field between the hook curls or like underneath the hook curls, kind of like I just did. I'll show you, it's very quick. You can do this before they snap the ball. Just use your kind of like this. As you can see, there's really not much open. So what I do want to talk about is the back of the end zone. So a lot of people aren't really going to throw these things, but just to kind of show you that if you're playing somebody good, there is going to be high ball windows along the back of the end zone, kind of like this. And that is where the weakness is. But please keep in mind, it takes very specific routes and timing to actually pull that off. That's not going to be very common. So don't worry about that too much. I just want to make it clear this is not like the ultimate red zone defense that's going to shut down literally everything. I don't think that's possible. As for run defense, this is just going to do a good job pretty much on its own. You're going to see we have the safeties come down in run fits, and it's really not going to be an issue. So we take away the easy stuff, the run game. Screens are also going to be covered by the 0-yard curl flats. And then also we have the end zone protected with these hook curls and cloud flats. Before I get into part 2 of the red zone defense, a quick reminder about acemadden.com. If you're serious about elevating your game and just wanting to win more, go check us out. Become a member, you'll gain access to all of our schemes, and they're going to provide a ton of structure for you and make the game so much easier. So go become a member and use code REDZONE for 25% off on monthly membership. What's up guys, today I'm going to give you part 2 of the red zone defense. So yesterday was part 1 from the 15-yard line. Today's going to be from the 5-yard line. So if you didn't see part 1, I definitely recommend checking that out and then adding this onto it. But what we're going to do is actually change our zone drops because they are closer to the end zone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our flats on 5 because there's 5 yards to the end zone, and then hooks on 5 again because there's 5 yards to the end zone. And then we're actually going to put our curl flats on 15, and you'll see why we do that in just a second. So I have auto flip off because I'm in 3-4 odd. If you're not in this formation, then you don't have to do this. But the play call is actually going to be Tampa 2 now instead of cover 4. Okay, so the setup is going to be pinch your defensive line, so D-pad left, left stick down. We're going to crash them down, so D-pad left, and then right stick down for slant inside. And then we're going to spy the blitzing linebacker. So you only want to send 3 here. We're going to go ahead and spy this guy with D-pad right twice, and then X, and then right stick to the left for quarterback spy. And then I recommend, blitzing this guy. He's going to be your user. And yes, this means we can't switch stick, but I'm honestly okay with that because pretty much everything is going to be covered for the most part. And then the final steps are going to be putting your safeties into curl flats. So double tap Y, hit Y again, and then left stick to the right, and then do the same thing for the other safety. So I know it seems like a lot, guys. I'll do it quickly just to show you it's possible to do this before they snap. But all you're going to do is use your kind of like this area, the back of the end zone, the back middle. That's all you. Everything else is going to be covered. And make sure your pass rush points are showing so you get your pass rush in. But as you can see, there's really not much open. They take off with their quarterback. We have a spy. And honestly, it's just kind of baggy. Like, it's going to take away a lot of things. So just like this. Pressure will come in quickly if you blitz your user. If you don't blitz your user, it's not the end of the world. Like, it'll still come in eventually, but blitzing your user does help because the game registers you as sending 4 at the quarterback instead of 3. And the reason we put these safeties on curl flats at 15 is because they're going to really get into this nice spot and take away like the back corner of the end zone. So if you look on this side over here, like a C route down here is actually pretty good, but this curl flat dropped over here is actually going to take this away. So we have the immediate check down covered with these 5-yard flats, and then these 15-yard curl flats from the safeties are going to take away the back corners of the end zone. Then we have this spy going to take away the short middle and the quarterback scramble. These 2 hooks are going to protect the end zone. So the middle of the field is pretty much clogged. All they have is maybe this throw right here, but our user is kind of right there, and making that throw is a little scary. So if you can just user the back part of the end zone on your own, then you're not really going to have any issues. Like, this is going to be a really good defense. The one thing I will say about this defense, when you send 3, it's probably not going to be the best run defense. So if you want to improve your run defense because you're expecting a run, I would just blitz the outside linebacker over here. So we're sending 5, and then put the same side safety into a hook, and then you can put the other safety into a curl flat. So like this. So you are going to have more coverage weakness, but you are going to have better run defense. So that's going to be the trade-off. So that's how to play lockdown red zone defense at the 5-yard line. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Please drop a like if it did. And then if you're new, make sure to follow. I'm posting daily tips helping you get better at college football 25.